Hello, and welcome to the Lex Show, where we have girl talk on a woman's level. I'm your host, Tanell Lex. So we have some really beautiful women here today, and after I introduce them, they will have the opportunity to tell us a little bit about themselves. So we have Christy Vosbeck, Milky Gabor, and Monica Hughes. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about what you do.
Hi, I'm the co-founder of Verb Management. We are a social media company for the entertainment industry, and as well I'm the co-founder of Jerica's Sweet Boutique, which we specialize in cheesecakes and pies.
And do you have some with you today?
Sorry, she didn't come with me today.
Milky?
Hi, I have a event planning business. I'm an event specialist with two cousins, Lex Event Planning. I'm also a writer for a TV show, and I work in property management.
Nice. And Christy?
And I started my own fashion line, Christy Vosbeck. So I do women's cocktail and evening wear dresses.
Nice. Well, thank you, ladies, once again, and I'm glad to have you. So let's get right to it. Let's get right to the discussion. We are talking about building the color palette. And what I mean by that is just bringing women together of all color, ethnicity, bridging our beliefs, ideas, and thoughts. And to me, for women to connect, I think it's critical to our careers, our goals, and our lifestyles. I mean, would you agree to that?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
I mean, because I know that we all have our... Women have a reputation of being catty and competitive, and we all have our, excuse me, bitch stories, you know, but does that mean we totally write off fostering relationships with other women or building relationships with other women because of that?
Not at all.
No.
Bad experiences?
No, I genuinely try to be open and happy and just wanting to bring in my other sisters with me, and, you know, just wanting to build off of that from the initial, and anything that happens after that is out of my control.
And so have you had any, like, experiences where...
I think with I learned from my experiences in reference to being in the industry and everything else, and a lot of times it wasn't the females who actually helped me out. It was my brothers who actually helped me out, and gentlemen who actually helped me out. So what I did is I made sure that I would take a piece of each person's character and make sure that I would not take that character on when I had to bring other people aboard with me. So now we have a company that actually, we have people from all over the world who's trying to be interns or be a part of the team because of that. So you kind of you have to just develop all that.
Right.
I've been in the business for a long time, so.
Yeah, I'm always curious to know, like, where the, you know, why women can't mesh, like where the hostile competition comes from, you know, and it probably stems from just, I guess, their own issues. I mean,
It's a lot of times it's their own issues.
I think so, insecurity or what have you, or just the competition of it all, especially when you're in the same business.
Exactly.
I think everyone's probably familiar with that, like, it's like you kind of, you put up kind of a guard, I think, to protect yourself based on those stories that you have in situations where you're just like, I don't want to start anything.
Right.
Right. So, I mean, you know, you're this powerful woman, you're in a place where things are flowing, your life is great, everything is going well, and then, you know, people start to brand you because you are so strong and successful, and they call you domineering or just too powerful. I mean, did anyone in your profession, or have you come across anyone where you just felt like they branded you because of what you do or where you are in your life or in your career?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think that I've gotten the she's a bee, you know, she's too strong, or, you know, that kind of thing. Like, I needed to kind of like maybe fall back or dumb myself down. I've definitely gotten that a lot.
Wow.
I think in reference to that, you're always gonna run into that type of controversy or anything like that. But I don't pay any of that any attention because the reality is nobody's putting any money in my pocket.
Exactly.
And I have a 19-year-old who actually, I have this in college, so that's my primary goal, is to focus in reference to making sure that I teach her to be an entrepreneur, but at the same time, I also have to make sure that I maintain who I am.
Exactly.
I think it's interesting too, is when you have to be in a position of power, or, you know, you can be, like you said, even just labeled like diva or prima donna, because you need to delegate things and you have that position, so it can be difficult.
Yeah, definitely. It's almost a struggle because, you know, it's always it's a power struggle already with the men and women, and then for other women to kind of resist you, it's just, it adds on a lot.
It does.
So
And it's stressful. It can be stressful.
Yeah.
It takes a lot, but you also have to surround yourself with people that you know, that's in your own back. I always tell everybody, everyone's in your own backyard. Whoever you're looking for is in your own
That's
backyard.
a process.
And it is a process.
It's a process.
It's
That's
definitely a
experiences,
process.
because in order for us to know those people, we have to deal with those people and get to a place to say, oh, I know what this is, I'm out of here, or I'm not going to go in this direction. So it's a process. So it's almost like you kiss a lot of frogs before you meet the prince.
Absolutely. But then you learn.
You learn. Well, hopefully you learn from it. A lot of women, don't, but.
Right.
When you do learn, it's just like, oh, I know what this is, and you just kind of keep it moving.
When you see them approach, you automatically know, okay, I get her. Okay.
Right, right. So if you had the opportunity today to create a strong women's network or female role models, what would you do to put that in place? Like, how would you get us all together?
Social media for me.
Social media does work.
Social media does play a very, very big part. It has brought Facebook alone. Has brought so many people together. I mean, you don't even see anybody, but it's like, oh shoot, such and such is on Facebook. I just talked to them the other day, and you haven't seen them in years, and just family. I mean, everything.
Exactly.
But I would think with the social networking, that I think it's important to actually get together and then maybe like have like this kind of conversation, because you kind of get lost in translation, over Facebook, and you just kind of need that human interaction.
I think it's great too. A fellow Parsons graduate started a program called Damsels in Design. So to also like have it within your career, so you can have that connection with other women who are trying to do similar things. It's good to have that community.
There's definitely some community stuff. We definitely have to get together.
Exactly.
We have to do it soon though. Like
I
yesterday.
agree. Okay, I got you.
We just gonna keep talking here and having episodes, or we're gonna go outside and round up some women.
We're gonna go outside and round up some
up
women. It's
something
easy.
and,
It's easy.
But I think women are afraid to do that.
Yeah.
It's a trust issue because some of us who've had the experiences to go out on a limb and help someone else, and you get burned. You're like, oh, I'm not doing this again. But not everyone.
It's the same way.
It's the same way.
I mean, being transparent is very hard.
Yeah, it is.
It's very hard. You're always going to have that certain type of wall up or whatever the case may be, but the reality is you have to let that wall down. That's it.
Yeah, that's easier said than done.
What's next for you? Is there a plan 5 years from now for you, Monica?
Absolutely. No, the plan actually is in reference to
the pies and the cheesecake.
the pies and the cheesecake. The pies and the cheesecake with my daughter. I'm actually working with the Verb Management, and hopefully I'm looking to maybe for us to expand, because we technically a remote company, and also working with the Trey Love radio show, which is out in California. I do a lot of different things, but I'm happy in reference to what I'm doing because it's all remote and I'm not just stationary or whatever. But I do get a chance to meet beautiful women and wonderful people in the industry and outside of the industry, so I'm just going to keep connecting.
Yeah, well, I do hope that you ladies continue to connect and reach out to other women, and we have to try to figure out, maybe we could come back and discuss that, like a way for us all to network and really keep a solid foundation where we build together.
Exactly.
Because not everybody is at your level, but we have to kind of pick them up and just add value to them.
And I think that's the most important thing. You have to always pick people up and help them out, and that's our role.
Absolutely.
Our role is to serve.
Well, thank you, ladies. It's been a pleasure talking with you, and we must do this again.
Thank you.
And that's our show. Have any questions for the Lex Show? Or maybe you have a question for one of our previous guests. Feel free to email us at info@thelexshow.com.
So I was asked a question from Carol Cramell from Queens. Was there ever a time that you were the catty girl? The answer to that is yes. Not proud of it, but I was. I have a problem with catty. I probably shouldn't have been. I've learned my lesson with that. But I was nasty. I wasn't responsive to her. And I think that the girl really liked me. And she was, for the most part, she was nice. And I probably should have given her a shot, and I didn't. And I'm not gonna say that I regret that because I just feel like it's my journey and, you know, just what happens, happens. But I do feel like the next time I won't go on someone else's opinion of someone else.
That insight and know when to work the cups, when to.
Okay, because now at the point where everyone now crafts a cup.
I know. That's
like
it.
crazy.
That's it. That was it. I know. That doesn't know how to work the cup. Like nobody's picking up their cups.
Work the cup was crazy. Now all of a sudden everybody's like, I'm thirsty. No, I'm thirsty.
That's great. All in sync.
How was that, Melody? When we should. And that's our show.